Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna.
So as this Wednesday is Nrsimha appearance day, so we want to use this day to prepare ourselves for next few days to think about Lord Nrsimha and what we can do on the day which is very very special in our spiritual life. So you can see in this picture, Lord Nrsimha, always we remember him as Ugra Rupa, like if you do it, what do you call it? Ferocious, with the nails, with a very loud voice and everything. But in fact, Lord is very, very soft. You can see how gently he is holding Prahalad in this picture. So we want to be Prahalad, we want to be held by Lord like this. Right? So, this is one Bija mantra, Nrsimha Kavacha Bija mantra, very, very important in the lives of our devotees. So whenever we are in trouble or whenever we are going through some issues, please try to chant this Nrsimha Kavacha Bija mantra, and it will really, really help in our spiritual life. So I will sing, maybe we can do this 7 to 8 times, that way we just get the tune and also into the brain this mantra and the power of mantra. Sound is very, very powerful. One of the most powerful things that you can see in this world is sound. It can do a lot. What you hear is coming through the sound, and even the instruction, and we can change, react, in reaction, we can change our consciousness. So sound is very, very important. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyur Mahamyaham Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Can we all go together?
Yes.
Ukram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Ukram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Ukram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Ukram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Ukram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Ukram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Anyone want to try without looking at it? Go ahead.
Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else?
Srila?
No. But while going home, you can try to search on YouTube. There is a wonderful tune available. Just try playing it. It's prints in your mind. So it's amazing. So you can see the translation here. I'll read as it is. May my head be protected by the moon, colored one. Who is the greatest among humans? My obeisances unto you, the ferocious and powerful, the great Vishnu, the fiery one, whose faces are on all sides, the fearful one, Nrsimha, who causes the death of even death personified, or who can overcome death. So whoever is the death personified, even he fears of the Lord. So think about our problems that we have. They are very small in front of the death personified. So any problem that we have, Lord is going to help us when we really want to surrender to Him and progress in the spiritual life. So now we will dive directly into the Lord Nrsimha pastime, which is very sweet. Please pay attention, and also try to mute your phones. That way, we don't get disturbed, all of us, and we can focus on this. So, Tulasi Rasa will continue.
So we are going to talk about why Lord Nrsimha appeared and how he protected to Prahlad Maharaj and how he killed Hiranyakashipu and who are Hiranyakashipu. We are going to get into the detail now. So before that, I am going to talk about Yudhishthira Maharaj. One time he was performing Rajasuya Yajna, right? Every one of us know, right? He was doing Rajasuya Yajna. So there is a concept called Agra Puja. So whom should we offer Agra Puja? They were thinking about her. So his younger brother Sahadev stand up and gave a proposal. We have great personalities and great sages everyone here, and Supreme Lord Krishna is here. So he is the most respectable, honorable person. So we should offer Agra Puja to Supreme Lord. Everyone accepted in the assembly except one personality. Anyone knows? Shishupal. So he denied that offering Agra Puja to Lord Shri Krishna. You know who is Shishupal?
He's a cousin of
Jai
cousin of Sri Krishna, and he is a Varapal, what we say in English, I don't know.
Yeah, both are correct. So he is cousin of Shri Krishna, and he is doorkeeper of one of the doorkeeper in Jai Vijay. So Shishupal means Shishu, Pal, two words, right? Shishu means baby, Pal means protection of baby. So when Shishupal was born, he born with 4 hands. So the mother got worried. So she got a aerial message that these 2 hands will disappear soon, don't worry. And the aerial message said, so these 2 hands will disappear in the present. He is going to kill by personality. In the presence of those personality, these 2 hands will disappear. So Shishupal's mother is the sister of Devaki Mata. When Shishupal born, Krishna came to see him, and in the presence of Supreme Lord, these 2 hands disappear. Because Krishna is the Chaturbuja, right? He is the original Chaturbuja, right? Vishnu. So in presence of that, these 2 fake hands disappear. So then mother prayed for Krishna, don't kill my son. So Krishna said, okay, according to karmic reactions, he has to die, but you are praying, so I will protect him. Until I will tolerate. If he offends 100 times, I can protect. After that, and if he accuses my devotees, I can't tolerate. So here, when Sahadev gave a proposal, right? So he denied. So that was like a 101 offense created to his devotee. So he just called the Sudarshan Chakra and did a laser surgery without dropping a drop of blood on the floor. So, I mean, if the blood falls, they are performing the Rajasuya Yajna, right? If the blood falls, it becomes inauspicious, and so they got to move on negative. So Krishna did very nicely, so they don't need to clean. And Yudhishthira got like confused. Usually, devotees after death they get liberation, right? And they go to Vaikuntha. But these Shishupal, since childhood, not even started at talking. So he started accusing Krishna, right? But Yudhishthira got confused. He is not a devotee, but he got a Sahyajamukti and wedged into the Supreme Lord. So I am totally confused. So Narada Muni was present, so he asked Narada Muni, please explain to me. And Narada Muni replied, you know who is Shishupal? He is not an ordinary living entity like us. They are like a 2 doorkeepers in Vaikuntha. You can see in the picture, Jai and Vijay. So they took, and I will explain the story. So Jai Vijay, one day they were talking about the Lord. Lord has everything, happiness and everything, but one happiness he is missing. So they were talking, what is that happiness? So Lord wants to fight. Anybody can fight with the Lord? No, right? No one will come forward, right? So they were talking, that happiness is missing, the Lord. They were taking inside Vaikunta, Lakshmi Devi doing Padasevanam to Vishnumurti and thinking that Lord's feet is so soft, his body is so soft. Hey Lord, how can you fight with the demons? So Lord said, you want to see fight with the demons? Okay, I will fulfill your desire. So same thing happened. At the same time, these four Kumaras, sons of Brahma, Sanaka, Sanatana, Sananda, Sanat Kumaras. They are like 5-6 years old and they came to take darshan of the Lord in the Vaikunta. Jai Vijay, they stopped them because how they are looking, they are naked, right? Whenever you go to ISKCON temple, you have a dress code, coming in a kurti, dhoti, and tilak and everything. Wherever you go, place certain codes, dress code should be have there, right? So they came naked, so they didn't allow them. So they are great yogis. So they got offended and cursed them. So he did not allow me, allow us. So you will become you are going to leave the Vaikunta. So they got nervous because they want to leave the Lord and they are going to miss the service, right? So the Lord came, O sages, so please forgive these doorkeepers and take your curse back. They said, we can't take the curse back, but we give you an option for you. 7 lives, they can become as a devotee and leave the Vaikunta and go to that planet, or 3 births, they can take as a demons. So whichever they want, they can choose. So they chose 3 births to become a demons. Those 3 are, in Satya Yuga, they came as a Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. In Treta Yuga, they came Ravana, Kumbhakarna. In Dwapar Yuga, they came as Shishupal and Dantavaka. This is happened in Shishupal. He got killed by Krishna, right? So he got Sarajuna. Now we are going to talk about the Nrsimha past tense. So Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they took the birth in the womb of Diti. So when they were in the mother womb, they were like a lot of disturbance already they are started creating. So Mother Diti thought, okay, after birth they are going to be more demoniac and do so many bad things in the universe. So let me keep them in my womb. So she kept 100 years in her womb. So after that they came out and they started ruling the kingdom. So Hiranyaksha giving a disturbance to Mother Earth. So one day, before that, one day he went to Varnadev and he was begging alms. So Varnadev, what do you want? I want to fight with you. So Varnadeva said, no, I don't have that much strength, so I don't want to fight. So and Hiranyaksha continually giving sufferings to Mother Earth. So she went to the Vaikunta and prayed for Lord Vishnu, please deliver me from the sufferings from Hiranyaksha. So the Lord took the Varaha form and killed Hiranyaksha and protected the Mother Earth. So Hiranyaksha got killed. Hiranyakashipu got the message that he was killed, and he went to the assembly and ordered to his assistants, go find Vishnu and kill Vishnu. But they said, we cannot find where he is hiding, we don't know. So then Hiranyakashipu took the instruction from his guru. Who is guru, you know? Who is Rakshasa guru? Sukracharya. So he said, you need a lot of strength to fight with Vishnu. So Hiranyakashipu decided to go to Mandarachala mountain and to become immortal. So he went to Mandarachala mountain to do tapasya. Here Lord Indra got to know that Hiranyakashipu is not here, and at the time when Hiranyakashipu is going to Mandarachala mountain, at the time Shiva, his wife Kayab, she was pregnant. So Lord Indra mistakenly thinking that another demon is going to grow in her womb, so let's attack Kayadu. So when they are taking Kayadu to the heavenly planets, they met Narada Muni, and Narada Muni stopped them and gave shelter to Kayadu in his ashram, where he instructed the spiritual knowledge to the Kayadu. But in the womb, who is growing? Anybody knows? Prahlad. So he carefully listening what Narada Muni is giving instructions about spiritual knowledge. So here we can see how much Hiranyakashipu is so much involved to achieve his goal. He is standing on the toes of the tips and raising his hands and doing tapasya like 100 celestial years. That may be which is equal to 10,000 years earthly calculations. So when he is doing severe austerity, a lot of fire is coming from his head. So it's with that heat, it's like covering the upper and lower planetary systems, and everyone was like having a lot of heat. So much austerity he was doing. Even yogis cannot do that much severe austerity. It was so difficult. So he was doing that, and his body was eaten by ants, moth, and he don't have flesh, blood, everything. So he is breathing through the bones. So because of his severe austerity, everything is like a heat is producing, and even demigods they can't live in their house. So they went to Lord Brahma because of this severity, and he wants to become immortal. So this much heat, so we are not able to tolerate. So Brahma, okay, it's time came to go to Hiranyakashipu and stop his tapasya. So he came on his vehicle swan, right? So he took the water from his kamandal and sprinkled on Hiranyakashipu. First he can't locate where Hiranyakashipu is doing because so many years doing, the ants are piling up the sand and grass are grown up, so he can't visible. So later he found and sprinkled the water, and with that Hiranyakashipu restored a new beautiful body like a molten gold. It's like its bones are like a striking thunderbolts like that. So he became like that, and he became puffed up, and he started terrorizing the universe. So he conquered all the kings in 10 directions and occupied the 3 planetary systems and occupied Lord Indra's heaven also. So he giving so much trouble, and he is making converted all rules, change all the rules, good into bad, bad into God, bad into good, and he cut all the trees, because if the trees are there, Brahmanas will do perform yajna, right? So he cut the trees, and he killed the Brahmanas also to stop doing yajnas, because if you do yajna, the oblations goes to Lord Vishnu and he becomes strong, right? So his intention is make Vishnu weak, so that he come out and he can fight and he can Vishnu. So he killed the cows and everything. So whole totally he is terrorizing the whole universe. And Kayadu was pregnant, right? So after this, he was doing tapasya and Lord Brahma came, right? So he asked benediction. I want to become immortal. Lord Brahma said, even I am not immortal, how can I give that benediction to you? So, okay, I have list of choice. Other than that, you want anything? I said, okay, I have other choices, so make me fulfill those choices. So one thing he asked, I should not be killed by any human, any animal which is created by you in the entire universe. I shall not be killed by any weapons. I should not be killed in the day or night. I should not be killed in the air or land. So Lord Brahma said, okay, everything is good. Talastu. Then he left. So
here you can see how intelligent a demon is. When his brother was killed, he was able to almost give Bhagavad Gita to Saramsha, or the gist of Bhagavad Gita is to his mother. Don't worry about our brother died. The body is temporary. He's going to get another life. When it comes to you, you don't talk this philosophy. But when somebody else gone, you really teach that. So he's intelligent, but his intention and character are not up to the spirituality. So it will not be successful just having knowledge, but without spiritual inclination. So he was very very clever, and in the way he did tapasya, even that is so amazing. Can a devotee like us, can we even stand for 30 minutes outside when the middle of day, it is very hot day. We're going to come, where is my AC? Turn on the car, right? But he is determined. That's the determination of asuras. They are very intelligent, but of course their intentions are bad. So they are able to, if you look at any of the asura who has did tapasya, they are able to achieve their final goal of getting the boon from any demigod. But the problem is, the boons that they are asking is there for self instead of helping the society. And one of the word I heard, asura, is the one who always lives for his breath. Only he wants his breath. That is the most important, nothing else around the world. So we don't want to be asura, that means we don't want to live just for ourselves. We want to also help others around us. Doesn't have to be just devotee. Even outside, when you are at work, if there is a situation where you can do some small help, you don't need to go extra 200 miles extra, just go 1 mile extra. Let's say some person is going on walking, he's tired. Let me drop, just asking, do I need to drop you somewhere? Again, just don't ask anywhere, in a safe place, because you don't want to be in trouble again. So we don't want to be asura in our mentality. But at least, even if you didn't help, but you had intention, hey, I want to help this person, maybe I'm cautious, but at least you have that intention, at some time Lord will give us to help someone and then progress in your life. When it comes to devotee, do the best that you can do. Right?
So here the Lord Indra, they were like so much worried and they went to Vaikunta and prayed. So Hiranyakashipu is giving so much trouble, please deliver us. And the Lord Vishnu said, Hiranyakashipu has already son, he is a great devotee, great Vaishnava, so he will become the cause for his death. And now Hiranyakashipu has Sukracharya, right? He has two sons, Sanda, Amarka. So Hiranyakashipu sent Prahlad to Gurukul, their Gurukul, and make him to teach politics, history and all subjects. Like we send our kids to school, right, to learn education. So he sent. And there they were teaching like a political politics and everything, like this is my friend and this is my enemy. And so much material things, they were giving material education. Prahlad Maharaj did not like that. So he is already rejecting because he is already spiritual elevated, right? In the womb he already got spiritual knowledge. So he got interest and he is attached to the spiritual knowledge. One day Hiranyakashipu called his son and asked, what did you like and what did you like? What did you learn from your teacher? And among those, what did you like? And tell me. So Hiranyakashipu said, we are not this body. We are the soul. We are eternal servant of the Lord. We are so much attached to the material concepts. We should give up those mentality. And I want to go to the forest, one, and worship the Supreme Lord. Here Prabhupada explained, one refers to Vrindavan. There we construct Krishna Balaram temple and the devotees will come who serve the devotees. So like that. So Prahlad Maharaj wants to go. And Hiranyakashipu, where did you get all this talking about Lord Vishnu, Bhakti and Atma, soul and everything? Where did you get that? Who taught you? You can't worship Lord Vishnu because he is enemy. He killed your uncle Hiranyaksha, so he is our enemy. So never take the chanting that Lord name. If you want to worship, you can worship our Aradhya Dev Brahma. So don't worship Lord Vishnu. He said, okay, maybe this is a 5 years old, right? Prahlad was like a 5 years old. So Hiranyakashipu is thinking somebody got like my enemies going around, like devotees going around and polluted my Prahlad son's mind. So increase the security in the Gurukul. No one can come and pollute my son's mind. So he went back to the Gurukul again and ordered Sanda teach him nicely and next time bring him over in front of him. So when Sanda Amarka after going to Gurukul, he chastised Prahlad Maharaj. what did you learn from here, and what were you talking with your father? So they chastised and shouted on him. So next time when you go to your father, don't talk about Bhakti, Vishnu and these spiritual things, don't talk about those. So they left and they went to take care of their household chores. At that time, you know what Prahlad Maharaj is doing? You can see in the picture. All Daitya sons were there in the Gurukul, right? So he is enjoying and preaching Krishna consciousness over there. Usually what devotees when go to outside they do jare kaho tare dekho Krishna upadesh. So wherever they go, they teach only Krishna. So here Prahlad Maharaj got spiritual knowledge from Narada Muni, right? So he started preaching all this to his friends. And the friends were asking, where did you get this knowledge? What is this knowledge called? And what is the goal of our life? So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, the spirit soul is apart from the material body. There is no change in the spiritual form of the living entities. Anyone who is above the material concept, they are impure and they can achieve the transcendental knowledge. So transcendental knowledge is the devotional service that anybody can achieve by the mercy of a pure devotee. Devotional service does not depend on any material activities like austerities, penances, mystic yoga or piety. Regardless of your positions, where you are, everyone can get perfection. You can achieve the devotional service by the mercy of pure devotee. So basically, we are eternal servant of the Lord. The duty of everyone is to take shelter of the Supreme Lord and become free from the material miseries. So this is what explained Prahlad Maharaj to his friends. So they are so affectionate and attached to what Prahlad Maharaj is saying to them. So they are more attached and devoted to the Lord Vishnu. And here Sanda Amarka came, right? They watched what Prahlad Maharaj is changing everyone into a devotee. Then after that, Hiranyakashipu called him again. And what is the best thing that you have learned from your teacher? This time he asked what subject you liked from last time. This time he asked what did you learned from your teacher what is the best thing? He asked. So Prahlad Maharaj started Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. So he started again Bhakti, this again. Vishnu, Bhakti and everything. So you know what is the first quality of a person to become a devotee? Anyone can say what is the first thing? Shravanam, hearing, right? So hearing is very important. When you hear the holy name of the Lord, you can develop a love. First of all, when we go to the mirror, if the mirror is dirty, can we see ourselves in the mirror? No, right? So we have to first clean the mirror, then we can see ourselves, right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Cheto Darpanamarjanam. So we have to clean our heart by chanting, by hearing about the Lord. The dirty things from your heart cleanses and you can see the transient form of the Lord within yourself. So, can anyone know by hearing they become a devotee of the Lord? In the histories? Yes? Prahlad. Two more?
Now, when Narada is preaching to his mother, when he was in womb.
Yeah, Prahlad. Two more?
Any other personalities?
Any other person? Parikshit Maharaj. And even Rukmini. She didn't see Krishna. She heard from someone and developed a love, right? So, these are the 9 links of devotional service. Shravanam. Shravanam, by hearing you can develop a love and you can become a devotee of the Lord. This is the first thing. There are, I can tell you by Shravanam, like a Parikshit Maharaj. He has only 7 days he heard about the Lord and he got salvation. Right? Then Kirtanam, Sukadeva Goswami. He was chanting the glorious Lord name, right? So he got salvation. Then Vishnu Smarana, which we are hearing about, Prahlad Maharaj. He was always remembering the Lord, right? Pada Sevana, Lakshmi Devi in the Vaikuntha. She is doing Pada Sevana, she got salvation. Then Archana, Prutu Maharaj. Then Archana Vandanam, Akrura, paid obeisances, right? He got salvation. Dasyan, we know everyone. Hanuman, right? He got salvation. Sakyam, Arjuna. And the last thing is surrender, Atmanivedanam. Who? Yes, Balimara. So everyone did at least one limb of devotional service and they got salvation. Even if we cannot practice all 9 devotional service, but at least we can practice one thing, hearing. That is more important. So to hear about the Lord, there we have to come every Sunday.
2651 Loves Road, Orlando.
4 to 8. Okay? So, this is what the Prabhupada said, Prahlad Maharaj said, right? 9 limbs of devotion. So, Hiranyakashipu was, Hiranyakashipu was so angry. So, he wanted to kill his own son because he is favoring towards his enemy, Lord Hari. So, he wants to kill his own son. So he gave orders to his assistants, kill his own son. So he attempted so many punishments to kill Dhruva Maharaj. Anyone of us know? Anyone of you know? What are the punishments he gave to Prahlad Maharaj to kill?
Stamping with elephant, snake pie.
Yes.
Throwing him
Just
from
more lean forward so that people can make the people who are coming.
Open the chairs there, right? You just fit
Yeah. The first thing you see in the picture, they were poking and chopping with Prahlad Maharaj's skin, right? What is Prahlad Maharaj doing here? When they were
Hari,
just sitting calm and folding hands and remembering the Lord, right? So when they were doing, their tridents become softer and the Prahlad Maharaj's body became stronger. Right? So another one is like a stomping with the elephants. You know how much the elephant weighs and how Prahlad must weight. Right? We can't even imagine, right? So that became unsuccessful. And next one, left into the snakes too, right? Strong venomous snakes. Like they have 1 head, 2 head, 4 heads. But Lord Prahlad Maharaj is remembering, my Lord is sleeping on the Ananta Shaksha. It has 1,000 hooves. So he didn't scare at all. Next they throw it from the mountain cliff. And Prahlad Maharaj is falling like a leaf. And at the bottom you see Lord Hari is catching. So with all these punishments, he never left his hope, his trust in Krishna. Always he is remembering the Lord and whatever the circumstances around here, so we don't matter.
So here you can see how much trust Prahlad Maharaj has on his master. So master is not that just anybody we cannot pick a master. You need to develop relationship. You need to have 100% trust. It's a relationship both directions. I'm going to trust my manager, but my manager in the office, all he wants is work getting done. He doesn't want to take care of me. As long as the work that he assigns is done, I'm fine. Okay, get out. But if there are problems that we are facing in finishing the work, manager responsibility is to give confidence. Hey, don't worry. You need help? I'm going to raise your hand, I'm going to get help from somewhere. So the relationship is always bidirectional. Unless you have a strong faith, you cannot develop relationship which goes both directions. But here Prahlad Maharaj, he doesn't care. Whatever you're doing, Mr. Dad, I don't care. I am absolutely fine. Because my master, Vishnu, is taking care of me. In this picture, when he's been thrown from the cliff, right? Even before they throw, Lord is ready, waiting in the bottom. They're going to do something to my Prahlad. He's already waiting. I'm going to catch him. That is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We think that we are even in the case of Draupadi. She approached everyone in the assembly before she goes to praise to Lord Krishna. Only when she completely let her hands go. But when she was talking to everyone, Dushasana is pulling her sari, but she's still holding with one hand very strong. I can fight with this god. But didn't work. But at the end, she let both her hands go and then prayed to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna was waiting right in front, outside the door. When is my Draupadi is going to call me? I need to go, try to save her. So keep full trust, full faith in the Lord. It doesn't mean that we sit down and do nothing. We need to do our job. We need to do our duty with 100% efforts, and then leave rest to the Lord.
So after all these testing, so Hiranyakashipu thought, so the boy got scared and give forgiveness, and he will do something to satisfy him. But Prahlad Maharaj said, no, continually worshipping Lord Hari. So he is a typical demon, Hiranyakashipu. So he wants to advertise, I am the God. He is saying, I am the God, your Lord is not the God, I am the God. So Prahlad Maharaj started glorifying the Supreme Lord, and he began glorifying the Supreme Lord, and he said, you are not the God, everything is under Krishna's control, so no one is equal and greater than him. So you should be submissive to the opulent Supreme Lord. So after hearing all this glorification from Prahlad Maharaj, Hiranyakashipu wants to test. Okay, your God is here? Yeah, I said my Lord is everywhere. He is all pervading. He is everywhere. So he wants to see his Lord. So your Lord is present in the pillar? Prahlad Maharaj said yes. So he broke the pillar. So he didn't see. Then again next pillar he went. Your Lord is there? Yes, he said yes. So he is not there. Finally, after picking all the pillars breaking, a final pillar, Lord Nrsimha appeared with a ferocious sound and tremulous sound. So Hiranyakashipu got scared, and he knew that this wonderful extraordinary form came to kill me. So Lord performed his pastimes by fighting with a demon. So he enjoying the fight with Hiranyakashipu. So initially he wants to enjoy, right? He wants to fight. So the Lord fulfilled his desires to fight with Hiranyakashipu. And in the evening, between the day and night, he pierced his abdomen with his nails. So he killed all of his assistants, and there is no one to kill, and sat on the throne of Hiranyakashipu. After seeing the Lord Nrsimha, the ferocious ones, like a roaring, like a Simha Garjana. So everyone got scared to approach the Lord. Even Lakshmi Devi, his wife in Vaikunta, she never saw Lord in that form. Right? She also got scared to go closer to Lord Nrsimha. So Lord Brahma ordered Bhakta Prahlad, you should approach the Lord and please pacify the Lord. So Prahlad approached Lord Nrsimha and pacified the Lord, holding hands with the prayers. So he pacified the Lord. So to please the Lord, we have to do only devotional service. Except devotional service, nothing can please Supreme Lord. And following the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj, we should look forward and trust in Krishna. Thank you. Now,
Nrsimha Bhagavan ki Jai! Nrsimha Bhagavan ki Jai! Nrsimha Bhagavan ki Jai!
one thing is you can see in the picture, Prahlad Maharaj folding hands and Nrsimha putting hand on his head, right? So what does that mean? This means you become free from the material contamination and desires. So by touching the Lord's hand, Prahlad Maharaj become free from the material contaminations and desires. And the Lord asked Prahlad Maharaj, what do you want from me? He said, I don't want nothing. I want only to deliver my body. So as a devotee, we should not ask any material desires. Just we should ask bhakti. We should approach with love to please the Lord. That's all we want, only devotional service.
So how wonderful is Prahlad Maharaj, right? He had option to pick the best. He could become the king of the entire world. He could ask, because Lord is ready to give whatever you want. But all he asked, liberate my father. Basically, convert this demon into a devotee. Please, please. So that is the true spirit of a devotee. And Prahlad Maharaj is one of the best devotee. And we quote Prahlad Maharaj almost at least every class. You might hear one time hearing about Prahlad Maharaj, because he is such a great personality that we should follow his footsteps and try to learn from him. Now, we had wonderful, pastime that we have seen, but do we want to see where it happened?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Let's go there. So, this is a place called Nrsimha Kshetram. Nava means what? Nine. Nrsimha. Kshetra means pilgrimage, or you can say Dham, right? So Nava Nrsimha Kshetram. So this is the place where there are 9 self-manifested deities in different forms, appeared in India. This is the place called in South India called Ahobilam. This is in Kurnool district. Some of you who are from South might have heard about it. So according to the Brahmanda Purana, Ahobilam is the avatar sthala of Bhagavan Nrsimha. So this is the place where Lord Nrsimha Bhagavan appeared and did this pastime, and it is still exists today. If any time that you have an opportunity when you go to India, try to go there. It is a wonderful experience. What I heard, I haven't seen yet. Please don't take me wrong. I have heard, I have been thinking about this place for a while. In some of my friends' group, they say, I went to this Ahobilam, I did this, austerity. I didn't know much about it. But then when I researched about it, it's amazing story that we can hear here. So here, this is, as I said, this is the South India, and 9 temples of Lord Nrsimha, and all deities are self-manifested. Nobody carved these deities, they are all self-manifested. So you can see the picture there, upper Ahobilam, lower Ahobilam. There are 5 temples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the upper part, and also there are 4 other temples in the lower part. It is lush, green place. Especially when you go, you look for the pictures in internet Ahobilam, especially during the winter season, it will be so green and nice. But only austerity is, it is a hilly area. To go around, you got to do some little austerity. Young people can absolutely do easily. And on the specific day when Lord appeared, right? It is Swati Nakshatram. Birth star when Lord Nrsimha appeared is Swati Nakshatram. So on those days, people really take this pilgrimage tour and try to complete taking darshan of all the 9 deities in one day. It almost takes full day. People hold sticks, even young people like, let's say, Vishnu Prabhu. I don't know how young you are. Even you need to hold a stick and move up because they're so steep, you need to walk through. I'm just going to read the names of the place, Nrsimha Devs. Jwala ahobila malola varaha karanja bhargava yogananda chatra vatapavana Nrsimha. Can you all do it? Jwala ahobila malola varaha karanja bhargava yogananda chatra vatapavana Nrsimha. Jwala ahobila malola varaha karanja bhargava yogananda chakravata pavana Nrsimha. So apart from these 9 temples, you also see that A, B, C, D. We will also visit them, what it is. But first we'll focus on the temples and other places A, B, C, D that you see. It's a beautiful place. And the first deity that we see is Sri Jwala Nrsimha Swami. Sannidhi means temple in South Indian language. Jwala Nrsimha Swami. Sri Jwala Nrsimha Swami is seated on a Garuda Peetham. The place where Lord is sitting is called Garuda Peeth, and Lord has 8 hands. The 2 hands where he is holding Shankha and Chakra, and in the upper 2 hands, and holding Hiranyakashipu on his lap. So you can see here, those you can see Shankha Chakra, but here he is holding Hiranyakashipu very tightly. And he is tearing the stomach of Hiranyakashipu with 2 hands. So you can see the 2 hands. On the other 2 hands, he is wearing the, the intestines like a garland. It's very ferocious. It's very, you got to have strength to really, look at this picture. Imagine Lord, how he is so ferocious, but he's so soft. Because he's not just killing him, he's delivering him. He's delivering Hiranyakashipu. And on this, what is the story behind this Sri Jwala Nrsimha Swami? Garuda, do we know who is Garuda? Right, it's a bird who is the vehicle, Vahan for Lord Vishnu. Garuda, yeah, good question. Do we have Garuda in this temple? Right, he's always there. So take blessings when you come to the temple. Take blessings of Garuda, take blessings of Prabhupada, and then go to Lord Nitai Gauranataraj. So Garuda performed tapasya on this hill for a very long time to know the Paratattva, supreme philosophy. He wanted to know, and he did tapasya for a very, very long time. And Lord basically appeared in this Jwala Nrsimha Swami form. He appeared in this form, and basically he gave 2 boons to Garuda. One is the hill that you are currently sitting and doing the tapasya. It will be named by you on a name behind after you, called Garudadri. Garuda is the name of the bird. Adri, Dri is nothing but the mountain. And the second boon that Lord has given is, you will become my vehicle. Because he can go very fast and take Lord wherever he wants. So take this picture into your heart and think about, into your mind, think about how ferocious Lord was actually when he was killing Hiranyakashipu. As Tulasi Devdasi was saying, even demigods, they could not really handle that a ferocious form of the Lord. So that's the first temple that we have visited. The second temple, Sri Ahobila Nrsimha Swami Sannidhi. Sri Ahobila Nrsimha Swami Sannidhi. This is one of the main deity, and the whole place is called Ahobilam. Sri Ahobila Nrsimha Swami is present in a cave, seated on a raised platform in Virasana posture. And Bhagavan has 2 hands with Mahogra Swarupam killing Hiranyakashipu. And Bhakta Prahalad is seated in front of the Bhagavan. We don't have that in the picture because this picture probably was taken like this. So Prahalad Maharaj is also in front of Sri Ahobila Nrsimha Swami. And this deity is the main deity for the entire Kshetra. So definitely we need to, whenever you go to that place, make sure you take the darshan of Sri Ahobila Nrsimha Swami. As I was saying, the little story behind it. all the demigods, after seeing the ferocious avatar of Nrsimha Swami, right? And his victory over the Asura Hiranyakashipu was praised by a sloka. Repeat after me. Aho Viryam, Aho Shauryam, Aho Bahu, Parakramam, Nrsimham, Param Daivam, Aho Bilam, Aho Balam, Aho Bilam, Aho Balam. So there are two words, rhyming words, Aho Bilam, Aho Balam. Bil means, I think it's also hole or cave in Hindi.
Yeah, it's a cave.
Right? So here Lord is sitting in a cave. So you can think that that's one name Aho Bilam is given. Aho Balam. What is Balam means? Strength. So this is the word that all the Devi Devatas were praising the Lord with this particular sloka. I will read by myself one more time just to get. Aho Viryam, Aho Shauryam, Aho Bahu Parakramam, Nrsimham Param Daivam, Aho Bilam, Aho Balam. And that's how people call this as Aho Bil. And Lord Shiva also worshipped Sri Sri Nidai Gaur Nataraj. Lord Shiva also performed tapasya on this in this particular place by mantra Rajapada Stotram. Mantra Rajapada Stotram. That is the stotram that Lord Shiva have mentioned in front of the Ahogila Nrsimha Swami. So we'll go to the next temple. Shri Malala Nrsimha Swami Sannidhi. So here you can see Nrsimha Swami, Malola Nrsimha Swami is sitting with Mahalakshmi on his lap. So Lord have four hands, two with Shankha and Chakra, and the other two are Abhaya Varada Hastam. What is Abhaya means?
No fear.
Giving both. So it's a very auspicious to go, then take the darshan of the Lord and get the blessings from the Lord. Now Goddess Mahalakshmi, when this whole situation happened, right, she was very angry. The reason being, there is another story, I'm not going to go to that. Lord Nrsimha Dev marries another person called, she's also expansion of Lakshmi by name Chenchu Lakshmi. Chenchu is like a tribal tribes in that area are called, usually in Telugu the word we use Chenchu tribes. So Mahalakshmi appeared as one of their Chenchus, tribal women, as a tribal woman. And there is a story, I'm not going to go here, but at some point there is a lot of Chenchu Lakshmi, she puts a lot of tests to Lord himself. He passed. Lord is really happy with her, and then he married her. Even though she is Chenchu Lakshmi's expansion of Mahalakshmi, as a Mahalakshmi herself, she was jealous. Right? So she was angry. To pacify Mahalakshmi, Lord appear in this form and have Mahalakshmi sitting on his lap. And Sri Malola Nrsimha Swami is the Aradhya Daivam of Sri Ahobilam Math. We belongs to which Math? Gaudiya Math. Right? So like that, in that area, the temple and all the surroundings are under one Math called Ahobilam Math. So their Aradhya Daivam is Malola Nrsimha Swami. And Bhagavan appeared for the first Jiyar. Jiyar is, I think it's nothing but the first guru of that Math. Lord appeared and gave into his hands this particular deity, and then they continue to worship Malola Nrsimha Swami Sannidhi all the time. How many we covered so far? 3. And the 4. Sri Varaha Nrsimha Swami Sannidhi. Who is Varaha? Lord in the boar form. So here it's a combination. Lord appeared in the Varaha form. He is sitting like this, and then with his tusk he is holding the Mother Earth. And there is also Murti of Lakshmi Nrsimha in this Samiti. It's not there in this picture. Bhagavan Varaha killed whom? Who is Hiranyaksha? Right. We heard in the story in the beginning. That story was touched. The elder brother was killed, and Lord came at that time in this form. The next one, Shri Karanja Nrsimha Swami Sannidhi. Shri Karanja Nrsimha Swami Murti is described in Dhyana Sloka. He is seated in a Yogasana with 4 hands. He holds chakra in his right hand and bow are also called sarangam in his left hand. He has a 3rd eye on his forehead. Did we ever heard that Lord, Nrsimha Swami had a 3rd eye? We have heard Shiva, yes, for sure. Lord Brahma, yes, from his, yeah. Shiva comes. But also we talk about Shiva when he opens the 3rd eye, the entire destruction will happen. So here, Karanja Nrsimha Swami blessed one of the Maharshi called Gobila with the knowledge. When Gobila Maharshi, he did tapasya, he gave him the knowledge. And also Hanuman worshipped in this particular location. And Sri Karanja Nrsimha Swami had 1 eye in this forehead. We also call it as Palanetra. And I don't know if we have a lot of South Indians here. Does anyone know who is Kalapaka Annamacharya? Raise your hands if you know Annamacharya. Right? Annamacharya is one of the greatest devotee, but his main worship was to Lord Balaji or Lord Venkatesh. He has done hundreds, maybe I don't know, thousands of kirtans that he has done. A lot of them got lost, but some of them were survived. And one of the most famous one is, anyone know Adigo, Alladigo? Anybody want to try one line? Adivela Sheshula Padagalamayamo Adigo, Alladigo, Sri Harivasamu. So even though he wrote many of the kirtans on Lord Balaji, he also wrote on Lord Nrsimha, especially this deity with the 3rd eye. It goes like this. Palanetrala prabala vidyullata kedi vihara Lakshmi Nrsimha, Lakshmi Nrsimha. Pralaya maruta ghora bhastri kapukara lalita nishwasa dola rachanaya kula shaila kumbhini kumudahita ravi gagana chalana vidini puna nischalana Nrsimha, nischalana Nrsimha. Vivara gunavadana durvidahasana nishyuta lavadishya parusha lala ghatanaya Vividha jantu vrata bhuvana magdau karana navana priya gunarnava Nrsimha darunochvala dagat dhagita dansthanala vikara spulinga sangha kridaya vairidhanava ghora vamsha bhasmi karana karana prakata Venkata Nrsimha, Venkata Nrsimha. So here Palanetrala, I'll just read the first line and then try to explain. Palanetrala. Pala means the forehead, Netra means eye. So he is describing the eye. Prabala. Bala means strong, right? Vidyullata. Vidyut means electricity or lightning. Lata means creeper. So he is explaining the Lord eye. In his eye, the red, what do you call it? You see red veins. They are like a lightning lata. Keli. He is playing here. He is just playing with Hiranyakashipu. He doesn't need to do anything. He can just kill him. But he is having fun with Hiranyakashipu. Vihara. He is going around Lakshmi Nrsimha. So This is such a beautiful, kirtan that Talapaka Annamacharya did. You can search online, you can see the full version of the Annamacharya Kirtan. Try to know about him. He is a very wonderful person. Actually, there are movies made on his life story.
He made 32,000 kirtan.
See, that's what I remember. Lot of 32,000. Probably there available may not be that many. Maybe in 1,000 or something. Everything got lost. During the invasions and whatever, or somebody burnt it. The next one we have to see is Sri Bhargava Nrsimha Swami. Sri Bhargava Nrsimha Swami is sitting in the posture with 6 hands. 2, he is holding Shankha Chakra, and there are 2 hands, and the other 2 hands, I think he is holding Hiranyakashipu. Yeah. And Hiranyakashipu is on the lap. He is covered with that cloth, but he is there on the lap. Yeah, you can see Lord Prahlad Maharaj at the bottom, very small. But you can also see on the sculpture around the Dashavataras. Dashavataras of Lord are imprinted in that particular deity. Bhargava Nrsimha Swami, basically, he taught Prahlad Maharaj Rajaniti and Yoga Shastram. What is Rajaniti? How to rule the kingdom. What are the rules and regulations? How we should take care of everyone in the kingdom and have piety, have all the devotional activities, and at the same time protect them. And the second one is Yoga Shastram, yoga. He taught to Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj. And here, Bhagavan Brahmadev also worshipped Yogananda Nrsimha Swami to get relief from mental stress. It's not just if we have a mental stress, even Brahma has so much of mental stress because he has to take care of this whole, all the, day in, day out activities. Of course, he is representing Lord Krishna, but he has been given responsible, he goes through so much pain. We go to the Walgreens or CVS and get some medicine, but he doesn't have it. Right? So he is going to sit in front of Lord and pray to him to get some peace of mind. And the next one is Sri Chatravata Nrsimha Swami. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Sorry. Sri Yogananda Nrsimha Swami Sannidhi. Here, Swami is seated in the yogic posture with the 4 hands. And Bhagavan Nrsimha Swami, this I told, right? Rajani?
Yes, this you told.
Yeah, I told this.
Brahma prayed yoga.
Maybe they got mixed up here. I think 7. Oh, I didn't read 7. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Sri Yogananda Nrsimha Swami, that's correct. So he's sitting in the yogic posture. I think the story that I gave in the past is for this story, where he taught Prahlad Maharaj Rajaniti Shastra and Yoga Shastra, and Brahma also performed the tapasya here to get relief from his mental stress. Sri Chatravata Nrsimha Swami. Here he is in a sitting posture facing the east with the 4 hands. He holds chakra and shankha in his upper hand, and his lower right hand he is giving Abhaya Hasta. Abhaya means he is blessing anybody who is coming there, he is giving Abhaya Hasta. And in the other hand, what he is doing is Tala. Who know dance or music, they know when they go to their music teacher, they will be doing like this. Takita, 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 takita. Right? Tala. They are giving the, what do you call that, tune? Beat. The beat. Basically they are giving the beat. So here Lord is enjoying the music here. So what is the pastime? So there were 2 Gandharvas by name Haha and Hoo. Were they? It's not Yahoo. Haha and Hoo. They, to get relief from some of the curses they have, they reached Ahobilam, and they actually came from Meru hill, Meru Parvat, and started singing and glorifying and praising the Bhagavan Nrsimha Swami. under a Vatavruksha. Vatavruksha is banyan tree. So they sat under a banyan tree and they sang, and then Lord appeared and he was doing thala for their music. And Lord was very, very happy, and then he delivered them, being pleased by their singing. Bhagavan Chakravata Nrsimha Swami blessed them with a boon that they are the best singers in the world. Of course, we have some good singers here, but they are the best singers. So beautiful here. So Lord also enjoys music. He enjoys fighting. He enjoys, everything that we do. All rasas, he wants to have participation. And here you can see the Sri Pavana Nrsimha Swami Sannidhi. So here I mentioned about Chenchu Lakshmi in one of the deity in prior. No, Chenchu Lakshmi is nothing but expansion of Sri Mahalakshmi. Is sitting there, and she is sitting in a very unique position. One eye is to focused towards the Lord, and the other eye you can see it's on the devotees that are coming here. So she's. It has been said that she acts as a communicator between the bhaktas who are coming, and to communicate to Lord as a medium between. Sri Pranava Nrsimha Swami is the most important prarthana daivam. Prarthana means praying. For praying is one of the most important among the Nava Nrsimhas. In this 9 Nava Nrsimhas that we have seen, this deity is one of the important deity for prarthana. Sage Bhargava got free of his Mahapatakam by worshipping Bhagavan Pavana Nrsimha. Bharadwaj Muni also did the his austerity at tapasya here, and he got freed from his sins. And any person who commits sins may get free of them by having darshan of Sri Pavana Nrsimha. And even today, the tribes they do special puja for this particular deity form, because Chenchu Lakshmi is there. That's their daughter. They came as a wife to Lord. I think I missed one.
Covered up.
Did I cover?
Yes.
And you said A, B, C, D, some more things.
Just checking.
Oh, it's time.
Okay. So these are the nine places that are very important that we have to, when we go there, take darshan. And now quickly we will cover a couple of slides and we'll be done. And the first one is Ugra Stambham. So when Lord, Stambha means pillar. When Lord appeared, he broke the pillar, and they do believe that the, I don't know, 3,000 feet or something, the simple structure that you see, they believe that this is the pillar from where Lord Nrsimha came out. And the next one is Bhavanashini river.
Just take a picture of the previous one.
Can you go? Okay. The next one is Bhavanashini river. This is the river that Lord have invited, basically called Mandakini river, to come here because there is so much blood. He killed Hiranyakashipu and also many other demons. So to wash away that place, the blood, he called Mandakini river, and she is known by name Bhavanashini. Bhava means Bhavanashini means she who destroys the samsara. What is samsara? The cycle of death and birth. So she helps us in that particular thing. And the next slide we are seeing is called Prahalad Badi. Badi means school. And there is a small shrine that is situated right now. You can go and see near the Ugrastamba, between the Ugrastamba and Upper Ahobilam. And it is dedicated to Prahalad Nrsimha Swami. And Lord Prahalad also carved in this particular cave. Basically, you can see the Lord Prahalad also. When demon threw Prahalad from the cliff, you have seen the other picture where they throw him, right? And this is the place where Lord Vishnu hold him and helped. And also you can see Prahlad Maharaj in that particular cave. You can see Prahlad Maharaj inscripted Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You can see still those words when you go there, but it is a small place. And the last one we want to see is the Lakshmi Nrsimha's temple, and this is not part of the 9 temples, but this is also very important that when you go there, we want to take the darshan. So in South India, there are so many Nrsimha places that you could see, but this is one of the most important because this is where pastimes have happened. And for ISKCON devotees, actually go one more.
This is also there?
It is also there.
The same
There.
issue? Okay.
Yes. I just want to talk a minute on just a few seconds on this. This is the place where they think that Lord have washed his hands after killing the Hiranyakashipu demon. People say if they take the water out a little bit, they can still see redness in the water color. And there is also a ISKCON temple nearby, and a lot of ISKCON devotees from South India make yatras, and they do like trips with all the young people. They go around, visit nine temples especially on this day of Swati Nakshatram. And we don't want to go without looking at the Lord Nrsimha, because we are all attached to Lord Nrsimha in Mayapur. And this temple was built in 1986. This will be a cliffhanger for next session, because there is a lot we need to cover. But this is one of the closest to our hearts, especially for the devotees of ISKCON. In 1984, this temple was getting attacked by dacoits many times. So to prevent that, it's been suggested that we should install Lord Nrsimha. From that time onwards, the attacks from dacoits has completely stopped. And it took almost more than 2.5 years from the idea that we want to build to get the deity onto this place. So with that, thank you everyone for patiently listening to us. Appreciate everyone's time and attention. Oh yeah. Any questions, comments, please?
Hare Krishna, Dear Mataji, very nice class you gave, thank you. So my question is it essential to visit places like this and because here we have Shushini Tigranacharya, we have Devi, so is it essential to go out and still visit the different dhams?
You can, but the thing is, if you cannot cover whole India in one trip unless you are planning for 2-3 weeks, right? Or more. So when you are going, at least make sure you want to go for the important places. First, tick them off, and then you can plan if you have more number of days to go around. And only you got to plan around the weather when you go to the temples like this, because it's completely hills, rocks. So you want to go when the weather is a little bit cold.
So my one question is, Prabhuji, Prahlad Maharaj heard the katha from Narada, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the womb.
Yes.
So, seeing the biological way, when the child is conceived, when the child starts developing, Srila Prabhupada has mentioned how, we all know the process, but then the soul immediately comes, right? So then what happens is, if the soul is there, the brain is not developed.
Yes.
So how will you understand that only the soul is there and it's able to grasp the message of the Guru?
No, I think it is a science, Mataji. At some point, when the brain also gets developed, right? There is a period by which
At least 7 months.
I don't know exactly
Okay.
that, but doesn't matter. Whenever the soul is, let the soul hear. Why do we need to worry about the mind? Let the put this.
Yeah.
Our idea is to give the information. even when the kid is not hearing, but at least it helps the mother to be calm during her pregnancy life. All we see in the current situation is so many Netflix or whatever nonsense, right? The mind is really getting disturbed. We don't know that, but it is impacting the baby, right? Her growth will be impacted. So it is better to keep some Prabhupada chanting or listen to Harikatha, some pastimes all the time, which will help. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And 342, Bhagavad Gita 342, the five systems, the soul is in the top, right? Everything else stops the soul. We don't become Krishna consciousness, the God consciousness. So this is not there, soul is only thing is required. So essentially now, from matter to senses to mind to intelligence, where the brain is, to the soul. So now all the four have to work together to get the soul ready. Yeah, I want to go to Krishna or nobody else.
Okay.
342. Okay, we can have one question because also we have 10 minutes. Somebody will have 5 minutes. So
No, it's not a question. Adding to your point, it's not 9 months duration
Yes,
she is
yes.
carrying.
Yes,
It's
yes.
more than that.
More than that.
And
To protect the child from Indra,
Yeah.
it's not a duration of 9 months pregnancy.
It's more
It is
than.
more than. It is years pregnancy.
Okay.
So
Yes.
Prahlad Maharaj
9
was
months
in the
is
womb
at this
More than
until
1,000
Hiranyakashipu completed his obeisances to Brahma. So
Okay.
36,000
Yes,
years.
more,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, okay.
Then it might be fully developed.
Like I'm thinking from the material point of view, like 7th, the child is completely developed. Like you're a premature baby,
Yeah, your
So
doubt
then-
is absolutely correct, but it's not a 9 months
Okay, this
pregnancy.
is
It
the-
is more.
Okay, okay.
Yes, yes.
if there's any reference of more than that, share with Harikatha.
Okay, I got it.
One more.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu, for the good class, and we learned a lot. And even now, Nrsimha Kshetra, we were able to see all the details virtually. I think you have done a lot of good work. I have just one question while in the class. We have seen the Jai Vijay and the Hiranyakashipu reflected in all three lives. What was the previous life of Prahlad, if you know?
He was like a Brahmana, Vishnu Sharma, his name.
Vishnu Sharma.
So he and his girlfriend went to a forest or something. They were cleaning the temple and they did fasting, and which happens the same day Nrsimha Chaturdashi.
And one thing yesterday, whoever is coming to the temple, there is a Nrsimha book there, the last temples in India. You see the big book.
Oh, yeah.
So that is also sometimes some people are visiting, they can know more about Nrsimha. I read yesterday, I got some good details. Hare Krishna.
So even though the 10 minutes.
And one, Mataji, can you tell about
Mataji, one second.
Simhachalam also, which is extension of our
Yeah, as I said, there are so many temples of Lord Nrsimha Dev in South India, Vijayawada, Simhachalam. I think there are 3 or 4 more. Yadagiri Gupta in Hyderabad. They're wonderful.
Oh, next, the second session.
Yeah, we do.
One second.